Welcome to another video from Gradelink websites. In this video, I'm going to go through the process of how you can crop and resize images so that they fit, especially when it comes to a group of images that you want to display in a uniform format. So here are images that are in their default state, and as you can tell, they're not very nicely spaced, because they're all different sizes. So what I've done is I've saved these images onto the computer desktop so I can work on them. And one way you can do that is simply by right-clicking on the image and saving as if you need to download a copy of them. That being said, what we're going to do now is open up Photoshop. Now Photoshop is only one of the tools that you can use, but you do want a program that has the ability to crop as well as resize photos. And Photoshop is kind of the standard tool used in the web design and design industry. If you want to use something like Canva, then you can do that as well. And then Adobe also has a free tool that you can use. If you search Adobe resizing and cropping tool on Google, you should be able to find that. But for now, we're going to stick with Photoshop and go over some basic cropping and resizing principles. So first thing you'll want to do is open up one of the images. And let's make sure that's the correct image. Alright, so there we have our first image, and in Photoshop we have the option here for image size under the image drop down. And here's what we have. So the resolution, we typically want to keep the resolution at 72 pixels per inch. That's a standard web size. And then for the width, we can probably drop this down to 800 and just click OK. I'm kind of determining a first size here. So the other thing is we want to unlock the background, and this again is a way we could do it in Photoshop. You can of course individually edit and crop things in different programs, but here's how we do it in Photoshop in a pretty easy way. So we're taking our first image, then we're going to add each consecutive item as a layer. And in this way, we are going to make sure that they are all the exact same size. So I'm using a first image as a template for the size and dimensions, and then I'm dropping in all these other images so that we can conform them to that template. So there we go. And right now, of course, it looks messy. That's to be expected, because I'm just dropping in these images and embedding them all in the same file. Now over here on the layers panel on the right hand side, I could turn off these layers, and what I'm going to do is simply save each one of these individually. I could save as a copy, make sure the format is JPEG, and then we can just use a new name right there. I'm just going to stick it in my downloads folder for now. Click save. And then it'll come up with this right here. For quality, I usually keep the quality at maximum. Then we can hide this, and then we're going to go ahead and make the layer with the backpack appear. And if there's any images that don't really fit, or you need to manually resize, what you could do is transform. So Command T for transform. And you could do this, but for now, when I embedded the file, it centered it nice and easy. And when I save as a JPEG, you're not going to get these transparent checkerboard. So the checkerboard actually means that that background is transparent, but if you save as a JPEG, JPEGs don't support transparent backgrounds, so therefore it's going to automatically show up as white. Now we're going to call this one backpack. And then the metal, again, the checkerboard means transparent background, but if we save it as a JPEG, it's just going to fill in with white. So this is actually a very easy example. So there's a metal, and then we'll use the shirt final. So you can see I've used this first one as a template, and I placed all the other images in that template so they all get sized into the same area. And now I'm just saving copies of those modified files. So we'll call that shirt. And there we go. Now we have 4 new images. So what we could do is go to Enable Visual Builder and enable the page, and we're going to go through and just replace these images. So this is a blurb setting, blurb module. So what we'll do is click on image and icon, and I'm going to click on upload files, select files, and we're going to go ahead and just grab those new ones right here that we saved. You can see all of these are my most recent ones. Oh, there we go. And click open. So the first one was the shirt. You can already see that now they all have the same sizing. They're all 800 by 633 if you click on them. And we cropped them and made them all fit within the same space. So there we go. There's the t-shirt. Now we're going to put in the metal with the new image. So replace that and put that in there. Now you can see it's the same size. And same thing goes for the backpack. That's the new one. And then for the bib, I didn't make a large change to the bib, but it is still slightly different. You can see it's 884 699, and this one, the revised one, is 800 by 633. So upload image, and now they are all the same size. So there we have it. Now we just save our changes and exit the Visual Builder. And then if you're not seeing any changes show up, then you can just simply click Purge SG Cache here. That'll clear the server cache, but it should show up for you. If it's still not showing up, it may be a server not a server cache, but a browser cache, and then you may need to try incognito or private browsing mode just to get this the updated version to show up. So that's all there is to resizing images, and we have this example here with resizing these different items on the page within Photoshop. Of course, you can do this with other photo editing programs, but you do need cropping and resizing ability. If you have any additional questions, please reach out to Gradelink website support.